Sounds good. Let's do it. And guess what? This week, momentum definitely slowed down and died. Meaning, I don't think there's many or any people who are super interested in this box. I think way more people were interested in seeing me do the weekly fast food DSP tries it, going to Arby's, going to Taco Bell, trying the new items, and then every once in a while mixing it up and ordering from somewhere different. That was appealing to the masses way more than something like this. The difference is, that was the silent majority. These are the people who watch and support, but they're not going to sit here in the stream chat every day and give me the direct feedback and be like, oh, we really don't like this, you know. Oh, wow. This is a piece of Jasper's law. It must have stuck in the chair and broke off. Let me throw this out. I was like, what is this? It's a piece of his cloth from when he climbed up. What the Must have heard me say his name because he just came into the office again. So yeah, I feel, at least from what I saw this week, okay, I definitely feel like the silent majority actually enjoyed DSP Tries It fast food stuff. And it was a vocal minority of people who kind of spoke up in the chats and got upset because they just want to complain about everything. Like, if you take a look, when I streamed the DSP Tries It, still, people liked them. People showed up. People were watching them on demand, for sure, on DSP Reacts, and leaving comments, and you know, there was nothing wrong with it at all. So why did I change it? Because a bunch of people complained in chat. So why did I care? So the way I see it is said, what's happening is it's getting harder and harder to figure out what people really want and who I should listen to. And I apologize for that because there very well could be people who this week are upset that we're actually not doing a DSP Tries It like I normally would do if we hit 90 goals. And that's on me because I guess I listened to the wrong people. All right. I think there's always going to be people who are going to whine and complain in my chat on purpose because they're trying to make me feel like what I'm doing sucks. They want to discredit me. They want me to basically be down on myself and make me feel like I don't make good content. The truth is, if I didn't make good content, I wouldn't be a successful content creator who makes what I make, who enjoys the lifestyle that I do, who is allowed to play games that he likes and enjoy time with his audience. I would be a schlo. I'd be living in a cardboard box. I wouldn't even have like a working toilet in my house. Sounds familiar somehow. Anyway, the truth is, people do like me. People like my content. People enjoy what I do. I have people who want to do work with me right now, FYI, and I haven't talked about this recently because it's still not locked in. I'm possibly going to appear in February on 2 different shows. Okay, both of which are going to be very positive appearances, okay? And I'm going to let you know once I have the details locked in. One, I'm like just trying to get the date and time worked. And the other one, I'm still in negotiations about how it's going to work. So, people want to work with me. People want to do stuff with me. I got a successful wrestling commentary show started up. Things are going good so far in 2025. I've got no complaints, all right? And I hope you guys understand that. Everything is going well right now, all right? So, I am in no way, shape, or form complaining. I'm having a good time. So what I need to do, quite frankly, I need to stop letting negative people have an influence on me. That's definitely what I need to do. I need to stop listening to the naysayers, to the people who complain about everything and just say it's not good enough, because the truth is, my content is good enough, or I wouldn't be here right now, right? And I've made massive improvements to my content over the last year that people really appreciate and enjoy. I'm constantly doing improvements even further. I got this new angle, which I'm working on improving. In fact, new lighting is arriving today that will hopefully make this camera angle better, and perhaps we can use this camera angle to actually do face cam for gameplay. We're going to see what happens when the new lighting arrives and stuff like that. Yeah, we've got all kinds of good stuff going on. So why am I getting down on myself and listening to complainers, right? I actually don't know. All right? I don't know. So I'm not going to anymore. All right? So what I want to know is, what do you guys want, right? What do you guys want? See, here they are. Here's the naysayers. And these are the people who come in with all these stupid sock accounts every day. There's literally one in each chat right now saying crap. And it's like, why do I listen to them? I don't know. I should just immediately ban on site and just completely disregard any of their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'll even let it get to me or listen to people complain. We don't like DSP tries it, so don't fucking watch it, stupid. Right? I do DSP tries it like once a week when we hit the goals, so don't watch that content and shut the fuck up. You don't support anyway, because that's the truth. The people who complain don't support. Let me repeat that. The people who complain don't support. Let me repeat that. The people that complain do not support. So why do I care about what they're complaining about when they don't support? And the answer is, I shouldn't care. So I don't. Okay? I appreciate, whoa, that's the wrong screen. I appreciate those of you who are here, who do support, who like the content, who give constructive feedback. For example, Super Bonjon saying, hey, that box would be great. You can do instant gratification whenever we hit a goal. Do a little mini, tries it on each snack or on one snack when we do it. That's amazingly positive, constructive support. That's the kind of feedback I need. Nah, we don't like what you do. Could you maybe do, how about a fan lobby so that all the trolls can come in and ruin your stream and then we can all laugh and say, ha, he's an idiot and he fell for it. No, fuck you. I'm done falling for the bullshit, okay? If something is working, I'm not gonna listen to little wimps and sissies and bitches who just want to say everything is not good enough because you're not helping me and I don't know why I'm listening. Alright? And what I'd also like to say is, those of you who are here, please be the voice of reason because I know for a fact that there are many people here who like what I'm doing. Alright? Who enjoy the content and then they see me react to this stuff and they're like, why did Phil just do that? Right? You're right. I don't know why this box is a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea for DSP tries it. I think it's a good idea for something else. Let's do a mini reward every time we hit a goal. But who's gonna want to sit here and watch me eat 10 snacks in a row? 10 snacks in a row. No, if I'm eating a fast food meal from a singular place, here's their new menu items, right? That's coherent. That makes sense. I'm gonna eat 10 unrelated Japanese snacks in a row, everyone. How? It doesn't even make sense when you really think about it, right? So, I think that listening to all of everyone's feedback and pooling it together and more positively considering it in a rational manner is going to work better than me making knee-jerk reaction decisions like, oh, everyone's complaining about DSP tries this, let's change it entirely. Okay? So, here's the question. We're at 87 goals hit. First off, today is the final day of the month. Alright? And I just want to say, I really hope that we do have a strong final day of the month. Because the idea was that we were going to hit 90 this week, and then next week we were going to hit 100, so I could do this Viewer's Choice Marathon. Alright, that was the idea. Sadly, it's not really turning out like that, right? Like right now we're only 87, and I don't think we're going to hit 90 today. I'm not foreseeing it happen. Maybe we'll hit 88. Maybe if I'm lucky, we'll hit 89. But I don't think we're going to hit a 90 today. All right? Hey, if we do, great. And I'm not going to complain. If we hit 90 goals, we can figure out what we want to do. Do you want to do the DSP tries it for this box? Should I order some food? Because I'd be down to do that too. Today my wife is working. And when she comes home later this afternoon, she's not going to want to cook. You know, all we were going to do is have turkey tacos today. Woohoo. So we could easily order out and do something like that today if we hit the goal. But we have to figure it all out right now, right? And what we want to do. But the thing is, I don't think we're hitting 3 goals on the stream. So more than likely, this is going to end up being something that we do Sunday, Monday, somewhere further down the road this week. And then after that, we'll have to figure out at what point are we going to hit 100 goals, right? So that we can do the marathon of Viewer's Choice and all that goes with it, which is going to include some food and some booze and some fun stuff. All right? So what do you want to do? I guess that's the question, is what do you guys want to do? I'm 4-star. You should stop saying silly things as you should cook for her and ease her burden. I'm working. I'm literally in his office till 4:30. She's home before me. She doesn't want to sit around and wait for me to finish in the office to then cook. She's hungry. Ha 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 ha. So, no, that's not gonna work. Nice try, though. Anyway, so, I don't know. What do you guys think? Right? I'm curious. And by the way, I'm going to do shout outs in a moment. Thank you, Perry. Perry with a big contribution. I'll shut that out in a sec. But what do you guys think? Should we continue on with the idea of when we hit 90 goals hit, we do the 10 treats a DSP tries out of the Sakura box? Or should we do actual, like we were doing, order some food, whether it's Taco Bell or Arby's or something else if we figure something else out, whatever it may be? Should we do that? And then maybe every time that we hit a goal after that, I do the idea where we taste one thing out of the box each time we hit a goal, which would be kind of neat. Just grab anything, see what it is, and go from there. What should we do? What do you think? And that's the other thing too, because we had other ideas, and I say, can we do other things, right? I would be willing to try other products and try other things. And then people start with meme bullshit. Oh, tactical soap because King Cobra does it. Fuck you. No, really. No, fuck you. King Cobra. Yeah, we're really fucking equivalent, right, stupid? No, stupid. We're not. So shut the fuck up. I don't care about tactical fucking soap. If you actually wanted me to try a product, alright? That would be fine. But it's different if you just want me to do it for a meme. That makes no fucking sense. It's going to be a wasted video. That's exactly what it's going to be. Here we go. So this is great because when I say this, immediately all the trolls start talking and I can tell who they are and I can get rid of them. There you go. Here we go. There's some more. So I'm glad that I do this because then I can cleanse the fucking idiots out of there. A nice cleansing. Just like as if I wash with tactical soap, I can cleanse you from my chat, so I don't have to listen to your insane, mouth-drooling nonsense. Okay. Alright, so, Valcule, well, here's the thing. Valcule says, all these ideas sound good, but maybe try to do junior self. Well, here's the thing. At the 100, it's not going to be DSP tries it. The 100 goal is the marathon. Once we hit 100, we're doing the Viewer's Choice Marathon, which is going to be a great day of me playing the game you guys pick. I'm going to be drinking a little bit. We're going to have some food that day. It's going to be like a regular marathon celebration like we like to do. Okay, so I'm excited for that. Okay, so let's figure this out. Alright, let's think about it. Now, right now, we're not hitting any goals, so I don't think that we have to really worry about it right now, but maybe later on in the stream, let's see what happens. I'm down for whatever, but I need useful, constructive suggestions. If the fast food thing is not working, which I don't think that's the case, I think it is working, it's just people who are whining about it, I need better suggestions. Okay? So let's get some real ones, not do a dumb negative meme of a fucking lol cow on the internet. Okay? Instead, let's use some real suggestions. Alright? Let's think of good ones. Somebody pushing a Lego night, so we could do that. I'm okay with that, but if we do a Lego night, that's a whole night stream that's taken away. And the whole idea is right now, we're doing milestones at 50 that are big days taken away. I don't know if at every 10 goals we want to take a whole night stream out of the rotation, because now we're going to be backlogged on everything, right? Like right now, we're in the midst of so many games that we're trying to get through in time for the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, the Elden Ring Night Ring beta, and then in the middle of February, new games start hitting literally 2-3 at a time the rest of the month. So we don't want to get inundated and backed up with content. And right now we're trying to finish Dark Souls, finish Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, and finish, What's the other one? I can't even remember off the top of my head all the games I'm playing, right? Playing 3 retro games. Oh, Dino Crisis. We're trying to finish up Dino Crisis, right? So I gotta get through those for sure. And, we definitely need to get going. Alright, so, I don't know about doing a whole night of Legos. I mean, I'm okay with it. If you guys want to try it as an experiment, as a reward, I'd be okay with that. I have the Legos. I already bought them. And we could do right here. I could build them here. We go back and forth 2 camera angles, right? I could zoom in because this camera will zoom in on the table to watch me doing it and everything. I'm totally down for that. But is that what people want? If that's what you want, we want to try something different. Fair enough. Maybe we'll do that. All right. So let's think about it. All right. Let's start brainstorming. Let's try to figure this out. What do we do at 90? We already know what we're doing at 100 goals hit. What do we do at 90? We still do the Sakura box? Do we do a fast food? Or do we do something completely different? Let's figure this out, okay? Yeah, Vershik says, I saw a Lego streamer on YouTube. He had 4 viewers, just an FYI. Yes, but that's the Lego streamer on YouTube. That's not Darksydephil doing Legos. You understand? You understand? There's a difference here. Okay? Alright, now let's get to shoutouts. Alright, let's get to shoutouts. First of all, Perry, with an incredibly generous 10-member bomb here on the... What'd I just click? I misclicked, hold on. Okay, Perry with a generous 10-member bomb. I clicked it, it screwed up my inbox, but now it's fixed. Okay, so thank you very much, Perry the White, everyone, and anyone who got a membership there, enjoy. Thank you so much. Oh, excuse me. Counts for $30 of support today. Means we're at 37 and climbing. Thank you so much, everybody. Cool. A troll just said to Perry, what's it like being an absolute loser and spending your money on another man? Well, I don't know, Irby. Why don't you tell us what it's like being an absolute brokey who has no money to spend on anyone, which is why you're jealous that Perry has the ability to spend money on whatever he wants. You stupid cardboard living bum. Shut the fuck up and enjoy your permanent ban, you bitch-made idiot. Okay. So now, folks, let's continue, shall we? All right. So, well, if you can't afford the Pokemon cookies, anyway, so I do have a couple news stories I want to cover today. All right? Oh, really? Mortarian B says, I really don't think you're going to like Monster Hunter. It is a really grindy game. Let's try the beta, because I think we should give the beta a go and see how it feels. And if it's something that I like, great. And if not, forget it, right? But I think I should at least give the beta a try rather than keep skipping, and then being told later, oh, you really missed out, right? Okay. I received a $2 tip. So basically it's a troll, so I'm just gonna ignore them. Fucking idiot. Okay. Let me just put it this way. You can tell you're doing something right when you hit the level of success that now those people who are so used to having you down on your luck can't stand it, and they all get pissed. All right? What I mean by that is, for the longest time, as you guys know, I was down on my luck. I was the whipping boy of the internet, right? And everyone was constantly dumping on me and hating on me and making me the butt of the joke. If you haven't noticed, since last summer, when things have changed, big uptick in positivity, popularity, and support that I've gotten, association with Kino Casino and others as well because of this, right? Ever since this has happened, you notice that I'm not the joke anymore, that I'm not the name in everyone's mouth and the thing that everyone name drops and just A-Town anymore, is basically that negative stigma is kind of gone. The thing is, my detractors still need that stigma for their content to make sense. So now they try so hard to cope and just spin every little innocuous piece of nonsense into drama, and it makes no sense. It's just that they've been exposed for being so obsessed and cult-like because they can't let go. Things have changed for the better, but they won't acknowledge it. You see? So what's hilarious is now you're seeing way more people in chat who are being toxic because they keep making more and more dummy accounts. They keep sending me dollar tips that are insults and nasty emails and shit. We're going to respond to every X account post Daddy makes with a suit. It's petty bullshit. If you want a good laugh, all you have to do is read video responses or video comments. Again, responses to my ex, and read some of these comments in chat. You will laugh your ass off at how fucking miserable and sad these people are. But things have changed for the better for me and my family. They can't take it. They're like, oh my God, it's not like it used to be. And oh no, we have to cope. We have to figure it out. We have to keep making these accounts and keep doing it. What they don't realize is literally all they have to do is move on and leave me alone. And their lives would get significantly better. But they can't because they've built these toxic communities around hating on Darksydephil, and all that has fallen out from under them now. All they have is themselves. They don't have the entire internet community on their side anymore because no one hates on Darksydephil anymore but them. So they were exposed as obsessed losers, and they can't handle it. They've had this ultimate coping for the last several months that don't worry, the casino guys are going to snake Phil. It's coming. Really? It's coming. Still? You still think it's coming? You think the ultimate snaking is still coming? I've got a show with a hashtag that's making good money every week. That's successful. I've got other things lined up. My setup is massively improved. All I'm literally waiting on is new games to use it with. But is the snaking coming still? Really? You still think this? Okay, keep believing that. Keep drinking your fucking Kool-Aid. You're insane. Anyway, so I'm done talking about this, all right? But pretty good stuff. In fact, I will make one quick announcement and then we're going to move on to news. Okay? A few weeks ago, I brought up a pretty annoying chargeback that I got. All right? And it was really annoying because it was a pretty big one. Like, it was a big contribution that had happened early on this month, actually. And I was like, I don't know if I should fight it or not because I am making good money. Is it worth fighting or whatever? Well, I fought it. Okay, I did. I actually fought the chargeback. And guess what? I won. So I get to keep all that money. And that idiot who tried to commit fraud is now going to be investigated, not only by PayPal, but by his bank as well. I saw to it. I provided all the evidence. So we'll see how they feel when their credit card or bank account gets closed, and they probably have an investigation being led against them. It'll be quite interesting. Okay? Okay. Anyway, let's continue with some positive stuff today. So there's the joke, is these idiots have been making accounts like prison for a chargeback reel over on Kick. Yeah, you can actually go to prison for committing fraud. I don't know if you knew that. Are you aware of that? That you can actually go to prison for committing fraud? Yeah. It's not a joke. If you commit fraud by charging back and lying and you get investigated, you can actually go to jail. You think it's a joke, but it's actually not. You will actually be investigated and go to jail if you break the law. I know this sounds like a crazy concept because in the United States in the last several years, there have been so lax on law enforcement. Like, you can literally walk into a brick and mortar store, fill your arms with product and walk out and no one does anything in certain states. So I get that people think, no, you can actually go to jail for committing crimes. Yes, it's possible. So this person outright lied, okay? Lied. And said something that was not true, okay? I proved it within a shadow of the doubt that what they were saying was a lie. And now, not only do I keep the money, but now they're being investigated. So, we'll see how it goes. I don't know because I won't be in the loop. That's the thing. That's the way it works is once there's a ruling like that and then they move forward, I'm out of the loop. But all I'm going to say, if they did it to themselves, you commit crimes, you put yourself in hot water. You'd be a fucking idiot, right? I mean, what else can I say? So, number one question I just got. Dio says, will you make Grilling PPP a recurring segment or was it a one-off? Let me put it this way. I need to know what to grill him on because unlike you guys, I don't follow this guy. I don't know his history. All right. I only know of him from the time that I've spent with him since the summer. The difference here is that Darksydephil is someone who has been literally stalked, studied, had every single thing that I say and do micro-analyzed, blown up, extrapolated upon mountains in the molehills in the mountains, all kind, you know what I'm saying? All this kind of shit has been happening to me for the longest time. It's easy to grill Phil because there's so many idiots who are constantly talking about the minutiae of my life every waking moment. I'm not aware of people doing that to PPP. So I don't really know what to say about him to grill him back. And I just sadly don't have time to watch Kino Casino when they do it. I don't. Like, I haven't seen an episode of Kino Casino since December. I haven't tuned into a show. So because of that, I'm not up on their lore and stuff that's going on over there to really bring it up. For Ashton, he's lucky that he has legions of moronic mouth-drooling detractors to follow to do the segment. I don't have that to follow him. So if anyone has ideas of what to grill him on, you could always send them my way and we'll see, how it goes. I do feel like doing back and forth is better than just one-sided, or I think it would be a better segment, but I need to know exactly what to talk about, right? Yes, Ivana, but that's not what we're talking about. Ivana says, you don't need to know memes to shit talk a person. The buddies do it all the time and don't have major memes about them. But is a difference between casual shit talking versus between people or grilling someone. Like, for example, Ashton's bringing up specific things that have happened over the course of a week that my detractors very, very much hyperfixate on. Right? They hyperfixate on this minutia that literally is pointless. I think that's some of the beauty of the segment is to show how stupid the shit is and just talk about it because it's so dumb that when actually people talk about it, you're like, oh, that really is dumb, right? So I feel like that's some of the beauty of the segment. All right. Me literally, like, what would you want me to say? Just start insulting him about his weight. Oh, you're fat. You eat too much food. Look at you, you slop. Wow, that's going to really be effective, right? No, like, that's going to be stupid. That's going to be a real stupid segment, right? The reason that the segment about me having man boobs was effective is because I'm not actually fat. In some clothing and some lighting, it legit does look like I have like man boobs. In reality, I don't. But it's true that it looked like that in certain lighting and with certain clothing that I've been wearing. So to call it out is actually kind of funny. All right. Over him, like, what's the joke? Exactly. Right. So yesterday people brought up the fact that at one point before we had ever spoken, he would make fun of my wife. And then people brought up the fact that apparently there was a stream where he showed off his butthole. All right. And we addressed both of those things yesterday. Outside of that, I don't know what else to grill him on. Because again, I don't watch that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, what I would ever bring up. But if you guys have things to talk about, I'm willing to try, and look into it. But I need to know what exactly you're talking about. Right? Yeah, Cracker Jacks, before those guys had ever talked to me, they had done a segment on me, like as a lol cow. Because remember, they make fun of lol cows, right? So they're making fun of Nick Rakita, and they're making fun of this lol cow, Ralph, and everything. And they had me as a segment on the show, and all they did is they played back a clip of me and Kat on stream from early 2024. And they made fun of everything. They made fun of me. They made fun of her. They made fun of everyone. They said that she was fat and ugly. They said that I was a slob, and they said this, and you know what I mean? He just basically went to town ripping us apart in this clip. Now, since we've hung out, We spent time with each other. We enjoy each other's company. We've been multiple times on each other's content and each other's shows, and now we even have a show together, right? So obviously, things have changed. We have a mutual respect for each other. And if you notice, we don't just sit around being nasty to each other anymore. Alright? But there's been this lingering thing that at one point, yes, PPP said nasty things, right? So, it's been a thing. We brought it up yesterday, and we talked about it, and we hashed it out, and we're cool about it now. So that's what I mean. Like that grill segment actually worked well, because of the way that it happened, right? But I don't know how else I could do it because I don't know much about the guy. You know what I mean? If I knew more about him, maybe. I just don't know that much else we random toxic stuff about. I mean, the bottom line is, let's be honest. He said, you agree with PPP's statement? You're one of the greatest law calls of all time. I mean, dude, do I agree with it personally? Well, yes and no. Let me put it this way. Have I been made into one of the greatest law calls of all time? Yes, undoubtedly. Literally everyone knows Darksydephil, and usually it's for a bad reason. There's very few people who remember me from the days when I was respected and my opinion mattered and people liked me as a gaming content creator. Most people know me for toxic, negative reasons. Correct? Do I agree with that sentiment? No. I don't think that I've ever done anything that's warranted me being treated the way that I've been treated. I'm not a Boogie. I'm not a Wings of Redemption. I'm not a King Cobra. I'm not a Chris Chan. I'm not doing these over-the-top, ridiculous, zany, wacky, awful things to get attention or making the same mistakes over and over. If you analyze what I've actually done, like watching my 4-hour documentary by June the King, you realize it's one of the most boring lol cow stories because I'm nowhere close to being lol cow status with the things that I've actually done. But it doesn't matter because facts don't matter. What matters is the opinion of the internet and the idiocy of a cult, right? That's what matters. If everyone just sits around repeating the same thing over and over, it doesn't matter what's true or not. You know what I'm saying? What matters is what people believe. I'm okay with who I am. I'm okay with what I've done. I know that I've improved for the better, and I'm happy with how things are going. You know what I mean? I'm fine. And a lot of people are now. And I think that's been the change in the last 6+ months, is that now a lot of people have looked at it from the outside and said, wow, yeah, DSP is nothing compared to everyone else. I don't know why everyone even bothered fucking guy. Let's stop talking about him. And they have. It's only my detractors that can't do that because they've literally put all their eggs in one basket, and without me being the biggest lol cow, which I'm not, they have nothing. They literally have absolutely nothing at all of substance. So, yeah, it is what it is. I can't change the opinion of the internet, who's just ignorant, and for 10 years have heard nothing but negative things about me that mostly weren't even true. You know, so... am I one of the biggest lol cows? Yes. Do I deserve it? Fuck no. But I can't change it, so I just move forward positively and enjoy my life. Totally, I do have a treadmill that I get on from time to time, but I haven't done it recently. But I did just clean out my garage, so there's potential that I can move stuff there, maybe even have like a home gym in my garage as I get older, that I would probably really enjoy using. In truth, I actually really like working out. When I've done it actively, it feels good. My body feels very good when I'm working out. So I'm actually happy to do it. I just need to get into a schedule of doing it. When can I do it? How to do it easily? Like someone had said the other day, they said, would you actually go ahead and go to a gym? No. Why would I go to a gym? I have a perfect home. I just get some home equipment and do it that way. That way I don't need some ongoing membership. I don't have to travel to go there to do it, right? Would I ever go to Vegas with the Keno boys for a live stream event? It's this simple. Number one, I can't go anywhere. If I were to go anywhere, okay. There's factors involved, okay? Number one, if it's just me going, okay, then that means Kat's left behind to take care of everything here by herself. I don't think that's very fair. For me to go to Vegas and have fun with these guys, even if it means making content that makes money, for me to go on a trip like that, but then she asked to stay behind, would be pretty messed up. And you might say, well, why don't you take her with you? Well, because we have a family. We have a cat who very much hates other humans and is deathly afraid of them. Jasper Kitty is scared of other humans. Every single time that we've had another person come into the house, he runs for the hills and goes under the bed and won't come out until the person is gone. He's actually that afraid. And we're talking just normal stuff. When the guy came to install the ceiling fans, gone. We have a guy who comes here to do a quick maintenance job every like 6 months. There's that. I know it's kind of a weird thing where our condo association has an insurance policy where as long as we have someone come and clean our dryer ducts every 6 months, I think we get some kind of like a group discount on the insurance policy or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But yeah, in regards to that, even when that guy shows up, he takes off and hides, you know? So let's say, for example, we go on a trip and we say we're going to go to Vegas for a week. What are we going to do with Jasper? Put him up on board? Guess what? I think it would traumatize him. Like, no lie, I think it would legit traumatize him. And he would be messed up for the rest of his life because he's never known to be away from us, and he's not the kind of cat that sadly wants to deal with other humans. He'd be all messed up from it, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to put him through that. And, you know, I kind of knew we were getting into that when we got the Jasper, that it's the same as if you're bringing anything else into your life, whether it's a creature or a human or whatever. You got to treat them like they're a member of your family. And I'm not going to put him through torture, and I'm not going to get him, you know, all messed up in the head because we want to have a good time. So would we like to eventually go on a vacation somewhere? And by the way, if we go on a vacation, it ain't going to be we want to do something. We're going to go somewhere nice that's relaxing, that we can unplug from the hustle and bustle of the modern life and internet. Maybe go out to the mountains and spend a week in a nice cabin lodge where we can have good food and cozy up and, you know, listen to some music and sit in front of a fireplace and do something nice like that. We don't want to go somewhere. It's a tourist trap, shitty place where you drop tons of money and shit. You know what I was saying? So we're thinking about it. You know, in that regard, but we're just not willing to do it with Jasper Kitty. It's too much of a thing. It is. It's just too much of a concern, right? Is that we would be hurting our family member for personal stuff. And it's just not worth it, you know. Could potentially we do like a staycation where we go for a day or two somewhere. That we could probably do, you know. Leaving him all alone for a day probably isn't that big of a deal. But as long as we leave him enough food and water and everything, and, you know, lights are on, heat's on and everything. But more than like a day, I'm not going to do that to him. And everyone laughs, yeah, whatever. You can make fun of us, but we love our pet. And we're not going to treat him and mistreat him in a way for personal stuff. We're just not, okay? Again, Drew Corporation says, why don't you have a caretaker stop by and change the food and stuff? That has nothing to do with it. If we're not here, it will mess him up to have a stranger come in the house and be filling his food bowl and changing stuff out and doing that, and we're not here when we've been here for his whole life with us here for many years. It's going to be traumatic. You understand? It would be one thing if he was the kind of cat that was not so social, right? If he's the kind of cat that he likes to keep to himself, but then every once in a while he comes by and wants pets. A lot of cats are like that. I think they're called a blue personality. There's 3 kinds of cats. There's like pink, blue, and green. The blue personality is independent, likes humans, will come by and spend time with you, but then also goes off and does their own thing. Jasper literally doesn't do that. All right. At every moment, he wants to know where we are. He wants to be close to us. There's some days I'll be in the office. Cat will be downstairs. He'll sleep in the hallway because he wants to be equally close to both of us. He 100% is the most social kind of cat that there is. And again, some people don't get it. And I don't blame you, but it's not your place to get it. It's ours, because we're his parents, get it? We're his caretakers. So it's on us to do the right thing, not you. So it's none of your concern. It really isn't. And if you have a problem with it, tough shit, because it's our lives, not yours, and you can kiss my ass. You should respect others, you know, desires of how they want to live their life and if they want to take care of their pets or not, you know, so Too bad. Maybe I'm too good of a pet parent. I don't know. But that's my decision to make, not yours. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I received a $2 tip. I really want to end the show. From Flatman again, he says, mad at someone demanding that you leave your cat alone that has trauma for being left alone or around strangers. That's wild. Yeah, like even on a day that we're out, let's say we're out for a whole day. Cause like, for example, last week, Kat and I had a day out and we left probably around noonish and we didn't get home till like maybe 9 p.m. All right. So is he destroyed because we're not home all day? No. Right? But that's because he knows we're coming home. Right? He knows that even when we're all gone for a day or whatever, yeah, he comes home and he's like immediately runs downstairs because he's usually sleeping upstairs in the bedroom, runs downstairs, starts meowing, starts rubbing us. So, happy to see us home. So lonely and was so sad when we were gone. You know what I'm saying? And I know that Rare Trick says, no one cares about your vacation schedule. They're saying this to get your go. No, I know. And the thing is, I know, for example, on Kino Casino, they've talked about, oh, we should all go on a trip to Vegas together, or we should do this kind of trip. We travel and do this together or that. That's not in the cards right now. Maybe long term it would be, but first things first, Jasper comes first, and then after that, later on in our lives, we gotta go on a honeymoon and do something, right? Because we never got that. We got married over 5 years ago, and we never got to do a damn thing. We literally just been sitting around living our lives at home because we don't have opportunity to do anything right now. But previous, it was because we just couldn't afford it. Now it's like, well, kind of could afford it, but now we can't because we got ourselves in a life situation, right, where we just can't do it. And we never thought I would get to a financial place where we could do something. That's the truth, is like the way things were going so poorly for so long, we never thought that I would get to the point where I could go on a trip. I thought I would never afford it, so it was never even a thought. So let's get a cat and let's do this and that. And that's, oh shit. Now we kind of got ourselves stuck because of the choices we made. But now we're going to live with that. You understand? We're going to live with the responsibility of our choices. And then once things change in our lives later down the line, then we'll do stuff, right? My marriage is more important than a cat. You're right, and my marriage isn't going to end because we're not going on a trip. Again, my life, my concerns, not yours. It's only when people get nosy as fuck and think that they know better than me about my own life that things get into some kind of a situation where, oh, I can't believe it. No, just shut up and kiss my ass. It's none of your business, so fucking really, just kiss the butt cheeks. And stop talking so much about me like you know anything. You don't know shit. It's actually quite disturbing that you think you know better than the person who's living the life. You know? Well, no, we're not going to make Jasper a service animal. That's the other thing. Jasper hates traveling. When we put him into his carrier to take him to the vet, the moment he hits the car, he's meow, 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 crying in the carrier, meowing loudly, because he's very, very upset and disturbed. He hates being outside the house. He's a homebody, and he's a social at-home cat with us. That's his life. That's the life he knows. That's the life he loves. That's the life he wants to live. And he has the right to live that life. Because we provided that for him. And to take that away would be completely unfair. So we're not going to do that. Okay. All right, let's end the show. And, let's jump into Dark Souls. We got stuff to do today. Remember, we're in Lost Izalith. We're gonna continue on with Lost Izalith today. And try to finish it up. And then we gotta beat Nito somehow. I don't know how we're beating Nito because Nito seems pretty dang tough for our build. And then we've got the DLC to start, which I gotta remember. How do you start the DLC? Because I can't remember how it starts. I've forgotten. It's been so long. And then after that, we got to end of the game. So we've got, a lot of stuff still left to do. in Dark Souls. I would argue 2 to 3 more streams likely, dependent on how things go today. So let's jump in, shall we? It may be, oops. There may be one final contribution. Again, my touchpad is malfunctioning here. Alright, Flatman B, one final $2 tip. He said, I demand you leave your cat home alone with a feeding machine so you can go to Vegas. Even if we go on a trip, we're not going to Vegas. Like, that's the last place we would want to go. We would definitely want to, like I said, we would want to do, something very fun, but relaxing. Oh no. Guys, bad news. For the first time in many, many weeks, my leaderboard just crashed. It's been weeks since this happened, and all of a sudden it just happened again. And I actually don't know what causes it, because it doesn't seem to be a common thing. So FYI, this video on demand should be fine. It's going to end in a second and end abruptly. I can't even change scenes. Okay? But the stream is just going to go and end. And then what I'm going to do is reopen OBS, and we're going to get it working again. This is actually weird, because this has been weeks since this happened. Probably 3 weeks since we had a leaderboard crash. But I don't know if it's certain fonts that cause it. It certainly can't be the scrolling, because now it's been weeks since it happened. I don't even know what the commonality is. All I did was open the leaderboard, and I went to click to update and add 2 more bucks because we're at 47 now because of Flatman's tip. And now it's just frozen, gray screen loading circle, and it won't even move. And the moment that I click again, it's going to say, oh, failed, and it's going to crash. So everyone, thank you. Appreciate your fun podcast. Can't do the outro today. I'll see you on Sunday. Remember, I'm not here tomorrow. It's my day off. Thanks to those who supported. And the stream's also going to go down. And I'll be back shortly with the stream and Dark Souls.
Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
Viewers laughing, can't stand still. PSP's brings a thrill.